Hello, welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make this very delicious egg sauce. You can use it with yam, potatoes, rice, pasta, anything. If you want to see how I make it, keep watching. Don't forget to click the like button and subscribe. I'll be listing out all the ingredients we'll be using for this recipe. The first thing is basil. I love basil because it is so fragrant and I just like it in this recipe. If you can't find any basil, you can use curry leaf, and if you can't find any of them, you can totally skip it, but it's just going to add nice flavor. Next, I have two cans of sardines. You guys, this is all in 2 cans of sardines these days. Anyways, I've removed the bones and the insides and I separated the oil from the sardine because of how I'm going to cook it. So this is the oil from the cans of sardines. Just keep watching, you'll see how I use it later. Next, I have my peppers. These are atarodo scotch bonnet, so they've been blended, chopped, and I like it like this. And then our next ingredient is going to be our ginger garlic mix. I like to have this at home, so this is just ginger garlic blended into a paste and stored in the fridge. I have some chopped onions which will make our eggs very delicious, and then I have tomatoes. Tomatoes is very expensive right now, so to me it's like gold, but I needed some for this recipe and the cost of this bowl of tomatoes is about 1.5, so yes, gold. Anyways, the next ingredient is the eggs. I have a couple of eggs here, about 8 eggs for this recipe. And then our seasoning, this is like my fish seasoning. I like to use a bit of fish seasoning for this recipe because of the sardines. And then we have some salt to season our eggs. The last thing I'll be using is this dried thyme. I don't like to use a lot of seasoning in my recipes. I only use seasoning that matters. So you don't need to put so many things, but I'm using this fresh thyme for our eggs. If you do not have fresh thyme, you can use dried thyme. Now let's season the eggs with the crayfish stock powder and some salt, and then just beat it a little bit. I'll heat up a pan and add some vegetable oil. Once it is hot, we're going to add our onion and just saute that a bit. If you see my phone in the shot, I'm trying to multitask by creating behind the scenes content for my social media pages, TikTok, Instagram, Thread, Twitter. If you do not follow me on those pages, you need to follow me because so much is happening behind the scenes. Next, add the ginger garlic paste and then just fry that a bit till everywhere becomes aromatic. Next, I'm adding our blended scotch bonnet. I'll add the fresh tomatoes and I'll also add the fresh thyme. While that is cooking, I'm going to do soft launch of my menu planner. You guys, I've had a menu planner for a very long time and you guys seem to love it. But the feedback I was getting was, Sisi, this menu planner needs the recipes. So I have already created a menu planner that has the recipes for all the days. Like, you don't have to think about anything, just get the menu planner and it has the recipes. The first few people to get it will get it discounted. The link is going to be in my description box, which is down there. I'll season the sauce too with the same crayfish stock powder and the same salt. Just mix that a bit and allow it to fry. I'm not going to overcook the tomatoes because I want a bit of that fresh tomato taste. So once I see that the oil is separating from the tomatoes, I know it is time to take it to the next level. The next level is adding our sardines, and then at this point I'm going to add the oil from the sardine because I'm going to add the eggs next. So I just wanted a bit more oil to fry this egg, even though we're not going to technically be frying it. You see what I mean? Now I'm going to pour in the eggs and then just allow it to cook on low heat. You guys, this recipe was so good that my son, that typically does not eat egg, said this was his favorite egg ever. I'm like, since when? Typically he does not like egg, but when I made this egg, he was like, you know what, mommy, if you make my eggs like this all the time, I will always eat eggs. I'm like, that's the thing about kids. They are so interesting. They can hate something in a different version and then completely love it in another version. And then they can dislike something yesterday and then it will be their favorite thing today. Let me just know in the comment section if you can relate with this. Next, I'm going to cover this pan and just allow the eggs like steam on low heat. This takes about 3 to 5 minutes, and once I open it, our eggs are ready. So I'm just going to mix everything together, and then you guys, I'm going to garnish with our basil. The thing about basil is that heat destroys the color. So if you wanted to serve this, make sure just as you're about to serve it, you add the basil so that the greens will still be vibrant green. We had these eggs with yam and I absolutely loved it. I ate more than the portion I was supposed to eat. And don't you just love the extra sauce that comes around the egg? Like, that's one of my favorite things when I'm eating eggs and yam, this extra sauce on the side. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this recipe. If you did, let me know in the comment section. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.